Okay, so get this right. Imagine clinging to a train. Like actually hanging on.
While it's going full speed?
Yeah. Like full speed. No, but like 175 miles per hour.
No way.
That's what we're diving into today. This news story, this guy, I don't even know where to start.
Sounds wild. I'm ready. Let's hear it.
So basically, this guy gets on a high-speed train, right, in Munich,
Okay.
but he doesn't have a ticket.
Starting off strong, I see.
Yeah, so then the train makes a stop in Ingolstadt, and this guy figures, hey, smoke break.
Oh, no. I can see where this is going.
You got it. Train lives without him.
And he's left stranded without a ticket. Classic. Happens all the time.
Except, hold on, this is where it gets insane. Instead of, accepting defeat, this guy decides to channel his inner Tom Cruise and grab onto the train.
Like as it's leaving the station?
As it's pulling away.
Yeah.
He finds this bracket thing between two of the cars and just hangs on.
He clung to a high-speed train. For real.
Dude, this train is accelerating to like jet plane speeds, 175 miles an hour. I can barely keep my eyes open in a car going that fast.
That's beyond reckless. I don't even have words. What was he thinking?
Well, the article says he was holding onto some cables between the cars.
Cables, like electrical cables.
That's what it sounds like. Thick, heavy-duty things, apparently. I mean, think about it. The wind at that speed, the noise, the vibration. It's a miracle he wasn't ripped off, electrocuted, or, sucked under the wheels.
Jeez. It's just mind-boggling. And all for what? What could possibly make someone risk their life like that?
That's the thing. The article says it was all for his luggage. He left it on the train.
His luggage!
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Seriously.
I mean, we've all been there, right? Losing luggage is a pain, but risking your life to get it back, come on.
Right, like what was in that suitcase? The crown jewels? I mean, I get it. Maybe some things are irreplaceable, but come on. There's got to be more to this story.
Well, let's look at the bigger picture for a second. This was a long-distance train, Munich to Lübeck. Those tickets, especially on high-speed lines, can be seriously expensive.
True. Especially in Europe, those train tickets can really add up.
Exactly. And then you factor in the fines for not having a ticket, which can be pretty hefty in some countries.
Yeah, I've heard stories about those fines. They don't mess around.
So maybe, just maybe, in this guy's mind, the risk of clinging to a speeding train for his luggage was actually less terrifying than the thought of getting caught without a ticket or having to buy a new one.
I guess that's possible. But still, it's crazy. It's like the most extreme case of fare dodging ever. I mean, people sneak onto public transport all the time, but they don't usually risk life and limb to do it.
It's a fascinating look at risk assessment, isn't it? Like, what makes someone take it this far? Is it a calculated risk, a moment of pure panic, or are there other factors at play?
Like psychological factors.
Exactly. Some people see fare dodging as a game, a way to beat the system. For others, it's purely economic. They just can't afford the ticket. But in this case, the risk-reward calculation is so out of whack that you have to wonder if there was something else driving him.
Maybe he was terrified of getting caught without a ticket. Or maybe, like you said, there was something truly irreplaceable in that luggage. It really makes you think, what would you do in that situation? Imagine you miss your train, you absolutely have to be somewhere. Would you even consider something this risky?
It's a tough one. We all like to think we're rational, but when fear or desperation set in, our judgment can get seriously cloudy. This story is a perfect example of how things can spiral out of control when we don't properly assess risk.
So the takeaway here is don't cling to high-speed trains for any reason.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet. But on a more serious note, it's about realizing that even seemingly small choices can have huge consequences. It's about taking a moment to really think things through, weigh the risks against the rewards, and remember that sometimes the safest option is also the smartest.
Totally agree. So as we wrap up today, here's something to think about. Imagine you're on that train looking out the window and you see this guy clinging on for dear life. What's going through his mind? What's the story he's telling himself to justify this insane risk?
That's the real mystery, and it reminds us that behind every decision, every action, there's a story.
A story we may never know.
Exactly.
All right, thanks for joining us on this wild ride today. Until next time, stay safe out there. And maybe double-check you have all your belongings before you step off a train.
Or any form of transportation, really.
Good point.
You never know what might happen.
Catch you later.
See ya.